If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay guys, so just got done doing the review for Cantona. 1 game loan left for him on this account. This account is no longer an RTG, it's just a content account. Even though we haven't really put any coins on it because I haven't felt the need to just yet. I still have like packs and stuff that I could probably put onto it, but yeah. Anyways, new evolution today that we're gonna go ahead and check out and see what the sauce is. Okay, so today is, I think it's unleashing something, right? That's what I saw earlier. Unleashing potential. Okay, so cool. So this is a oh, you could do it on the Bowie card. Interesting. So this is a card, or this is an evolution that's free, that gives you shooting, passing, and dribbling, pace, passing, and dribbling, defending, and physical. Okay. I mean, for a free one, that's actually not bad whatsoever. Can I put this in Kai Havertz? Oh, poggers. Well, let me just, is this, do I have it on this account? I don't know if I do. Yeah, I don't even care who the rest is, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, you could do it on all these guys, eh? No, Kai Havertz. Yeah, Kai Havertz. I mean, I'm doing this, but I don't even know if I'll ever go on the account to actually upgrade him, but yeah, because Kai Havertz, man, Warren SBC from this guy, huh? Warren SBC. So he was like the first one that I saw, bro, because Kai Havertz is actually really cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out some of the players that are going to be trending, right? So the first one, David Neres is the one that trends the most, eh? That's kind of crazy. Oh, because he has a chain evolution. Okay, I see, man. I seen it, boys. I seen it. This Neres card could be very solid in game because with the 99 shooting, they essentially give you the opportunity to just give him an engine chemistry style, right? You increase the pace, the dribbling is in a better area, the passing's in a better area, and then the shooting is essentially perfect, right? So, you know, pretty good, right? So 5-star, medium, 5'9". What play styles does he have now? So he has finesse shot plus. So technically speaking, you can use him on the right-hand side, which is nice. You know what? This might be worth a review. So if any of you guys want to help out for a review on the PC specifically, then you just go join my Discord and we have a little spot there for the reviews, right? But yeah, power shot, technical, flare, trickster, quick step, trivella, and chip shot. I mean, to be fair, you can actually use them on the right-hand side or the left-hand side because even if you cut inside and go for a 5-star weak foot finesse shot, like he can hit those too, right? So this card looks dirty, to be honest, right? This card's extinct 100% without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, no chance, bro. No chance. It's kind of cool, though, eh? When you get like an inform like this and you could just improve him to be this crazy. It's really, really nuts. Is this from Trailblazers? Does Trailblazers have one? Oh, it does have one. Cool. This one has so many options, bro. This one, yeah, the whole thing here is just... It's just packed. It's literally just unleashing potential. Look at this. Brother, there's going to be so many different options. Ole. Anyways, next up, Cristiano Ronaldo from the... Oh, this is the new inform card. Ah. I mean, listen, you could do this, but like if you don't have like the higher ups of Ronaldo, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of need... Is this one... Do you have Aerial Plus on this one? He has Aerial probably like regular. What about the Team of the Year? These guys don't have Aerial Plus. Do you know how high this guy jumps, EA? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Anyways, new evolution. Let's see what the new evolution looks like here. Okay, so 89 rated evolution. I mean, listen, the balance is kind of low, guys. I mean, you can give him a hunter chemistry style, and he would be pretty decent to use, but you don't want to make your dribbling worse, especially after this patch. You know what I'm saying? Like... Even Cantona's in the 90s, and Cantona still has that left stick to him. So 82 agility, 66 balance. It's going to be on the lower side, right? Like with Ronaldo, you would do this Evo, but then you kind of have to hope for more in the future to like drastically increase the agility and balance of the card, in my opinion. His body type is decent to work with, but It just depends if people pack him. Let me see. He's probably extinct too, eh? Oh, he's not. Okay, so people understand the meta stuff at least a little bit. Yaya Toure gets one? From what? No way. From this card? I mean, that's pretty cool. I wonder if the fantasy cards ever gone any improvements. This is W for people that still have them, to be fair. Because the improvements in comparison to the other one is inform improvements, essentially. So shadow chemistry style to increase pace, to increase defense. He's a mostly lengthy on that too. That's actually not bad. Medium work rates. I don't think I've actually tried Yaya Toure this year. I don't even know what he's like. The fantasy card must be really nice though. But this card, press proven, finesse shot, power shot, incisive pass, bruiser, flare, trivella. I mean, it looks interesting, right? Defensive stats drastically increase with the shadow, with the pace also increasing it as well. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. So Hudson Odoi's new card actually does get put into the unleashing potential. Interesting. In comparison to the other card, it's a +1. I mean, he still needs some improvements, a little bit more. But obviously, if you're a Nottingham Forest fan, GG's to you, right? You get a nice little improvement there. We did a review for this card, and the main thing that I kept mentioning to people is, honestly, if he gets an evolution... I mean, now that I'm looking at this one, this is like a +1 evolution, but I would say a +2 evolution, then the card's actually like pretty decent, right? But he definitely needs one more evolution on top of it, I would say. Because it's a card that, in my opinion, you give the engine chemistry style to, but he does have that 6-foot height, which you do notice. So base card stats for dribbling being improved a little bit more would definitely be helpful, especially with reactions at an 82 composure. But yeah, his finesse shots and stuff are pretty nice to work with. The shots came off pretty decently as well. So the small improvements for this card is going to be a W for sure. I don't mind that whatsoever. Mendy actually gets an improvement too. These are cool cards if you have them packed. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've been using them on a consistent basis and you just like the way that they feel, it's not bad to go in this direction, right? Because these cards you give an anchor to. The thing is that Mendy's card for this one is already kind of set up in a nice position when it comes to that stuff. Like obviously with the evolution in comparison, let me just reset that, right? So in comparison with the evolution, I think the main thing, honestly, is a little bit of the dribbling, which is helpful, but it's a little bit of the defense and physical. But the thing is that like you do the unleashing potential on this, but then when you give him an anchor, right, it's 3-2, but an anchor before is kind of already putting him in a pretty decent spot. Like for me, I think the anchor chemistry style for these fullbacks, it just makes more sense for Kai Havertz, because Kai Havertz with the evolution, and hopefully this is still kind of like the same case because these guys don't really update right away. So I'm very curious to see this. Very important to mention. Let me see. Okay, so if I go here and I check out Kai Havertz, so go to Kai Havertz here. Okay, so this version right here, right? And then we go to his evolutions. This one here, right? And then you give him the anchor. He's still a controlled lengthy, right? So that's the key thing. Like it's small improvements in pace and defense, but Kai Havertz honestly is still a pretty good player to use. It is a little bit different after the patch. Like Udogi, I will say, I'm going to mention something very important, right? Udogi's card as a left back, you see the Jockey Plus. Jockey Plus is like, it's just way more relevant after the patch. Like that's why like Reece James, for instance, is like such a beast, because he's working with two really good play styles. But Jockey, especially in this game with how they made it defending when it comes to transitioning, it's a really nice thing to have. But honestly, if you still have this Kai Havertz card, I was literally just using him for the review on Cantona. Like he was still doing really well for me, right? Probably like one of the best SBCs this year, probably. Like he's the value from him as a left back was actually really solid. But yeah, he's an option that you can work with, right? Obviously, giving him the anchor, keeping him on that lengthy is really cool, right? It doesn't mention it here, doesn't change that part right there, but it is a lengthy card, which is nice, right? Like those small improvements for him, it actually like makes that more of a difference, in my opinion, right? In comparison to someone like Mendy. Patrick Vieira gets one from the base. I've never used Patrick Vieira this year, I don't think. If you've seen some reviews, maybe you'll see him in the background, but I don't remember myself I know that the team of the year is a nuisance to play against, right? Like some people who have this card as their CDM, like it's super, super hard to get past him. Literally a brick wall, right? Because the AI stuff with this card is really, really nuts. But yeah, the base I'm not 100% familiar with, but he's still well formatted for the most part. The only thing that's low on the card is going to be in jumping at an 80, right? So jumping at an 80 is a little bit on the lower side. Does he have aerial to compensate for it a little bit? He does not, right? But he has good play styles, right? He has block plus, he's got intercept, bruiser, press proven, relentless, slide tackle. Like he has a couple of decent stuff. So I'm not completely against that. Although I'm going to be honest, I don't think I really see people using Patrick Vieira that much. So hard to see people still having that card, to be honest, right? Excuse me. AlexanderArnold gets an improvement. His pace, if he was a lengthy on the shadow, it would be nice, but I don't think it's possible to make him a lengthy. He's going to be like a controlled explosive player on the shadow, I think. Right? AlexanderArnold? AlexanderArnold. And this is from the blue card? Yeah, it's from the Team of the Year nominee. So this card gets the evolution into this one, and then I give him an anchor. Controlled, and then the shadow is controlled explosive. I mean, it still puts him in a better area, to be fair. 91-97 is not completely horrible, but trust me, having pace in this game is going to be really relevant, man. Like, if you face that Timo Werner card, like, good luck to you, my friend, right? Saliba from what? So honorable mention, Saliba, unleashing potential. That's not too bad, actually. I anticipate plus for him is cool. I will say that there was an evolution, and I mention this evolution all the time to people. It's this one right here. Weak foot peak, right? If you were doing evolutions, this is like a better card in my opinion, right? Intercept plus is better. Jockey plus is super necessary for this gameplay meta now. I still wouldn't use him as my top tier center back. Like, honestly, for me, you guys know how I am. Full meta, absolute of the absolute full meta for defense has to be like a Kanji and stuff, right? But I have Saliba on, I think, the SBC account, and he still does a pretty decent job for me, man. Like, it's not a bad card whatsoever. That evolution's nice, and then maybe you get another evolution in the future, which could be really cool, right? This is the Ronaldo we checked out earlier. This is from the Trailblazers version. I actually have the Trailblazers on this account as well. This card probably went up in price a little bit. 7K went up a little bit. It's mainly for the price. It's mainly for the fact that it's Ronaldo, right? You're putting an evolution on him. People just want to use Ronaldo because it's Ronaldo, right? For the people that still continue to do that. But yeah, again, it's an improvement. You can kind of go down that direction. This card we also have too. I actually have this Kyle Walker as well. So that's from the Quick Step, the keeping balance. Yeah. So I have this card as well. It would have been nice if they released like two variations of this evolution. Actually, one is a little bit of a slap to the face. I think two would have been cool. But yeah, Kyle Walker is another good option, right? Because I still use this card right now. His main problem is obviously in the dribbling department, right? But you give this card a shadow chemistry style, like it's still a pretty decent defensive player, and he does get those small improvements that I feel like would be incredibly necessary for how he could generally perform. But yeah, not bad if you went that direction. Like, I actually have that Kyle Walker as well. Rio Ferdinand from the base gets the improvements as well from unleashing potential. I mean, you could go in this direction, but again, I don't know if that card is like absolute full. Unleashing potential from this one. So he gets Club 99, Birthday Magic 2, Unleashing Potential. The card looks pretty decent, to be honest. Engine for you to improve the dribbling. Base card stats for shooting is basically perfect. And then the pace is actually put into a pretty decent area too. Yeah, not bad. This card actually looks like a solid option, right? And these are all still available too. The rare gold Malin is 2,200 coins now for people that are, sort of building that sort of squad as well. So not too bad in that area too. Di Natale as an evolution. Like, look, there's going to be so many different options. Look, Player of the Month Bellingham finally gets another card too. This is his first one, I think, actually. From the Player of the Month, right? I don't think he's received any other. Yeah, it's the first one. This card I use sometimes for the review. I think I got Chouameni recently for the CDM position. So that's why I haven't really used Jude Bellingham that much whenever I do reviews. But again, that's not a bad option either. That's actually a really nice one. It's kind of weird because they released like one version of this, but like they could have released more, right? Especially for people that have been upgrading those cards on a consistent basis. Ooh, Oh, he finally gets one. He finally gets one. This is his first evolution as well, eh? Yeah, this card, like when I tried him out during that time period, let me tell you, bro, he was a beast. The only reason why people wouldn't use him in their team on a normal basis is just because of the links. Like it's just the links. If Balotelli ever got like a team of the season card, like I feel like he would be kind of like my Benzema, you know, like you guys know, like I'm really into Benzema's card, and I feel like he'd be kind of like that, right? Like a card that can finish really well. You give him like the obvious hunter and stuff. In his case, he's working with really good dribbling stats, right? Like that was an SBC that was a must do, right? If people put this card into any sort of SBC at an 86 rating, like there's something physically wrong with you, I think, because if he gets like an evolution in the future with perfect dribbling, like that's really, really cool, right? But yeah, a couple more improvements would definitely be really nice for this card, but honestly, like I could still see him doing really well in the meta of this gameplay, right? For sure. So Bellingham gets one. This is the new player of the month card. Yeah, so you can put the player of the month card into it too. Company from the base gets one. Kondogbia from... Okay, so you guys explain this to me, because I actually have no idea. This Kondogbia card, this is a road to the final, right? If you put this evolution onto the road to the final, can this card still improve with the upgrades that he gets from road to the final? Like, does it work like that? It just keeps him on a green, but he still gets the improvements? If it doesn't work like that, that's stupid, because you could make Kondogbia an absolute monster in all fairness. It wouldn't be a bad choice there, you know? Company gets one too from the regular base card. The regular base card is I was about to say extinct. I'm like, there's no way he's extinct. That's a little bit crazy. But yeah, you could do it on this card too. I think this card will be a little bit outdated at this point in the game. I think there's better center backs that exist. I would be very mindful of doing them for center backs by the looks of it for this specific evolution, unless you've been, you know, doing evolutions for specific cards over the time period. I think the fullbacks make more sense for cards that need those small improvements. Like I said, I'm looking at these cards right now, and I don't regret putting it into Kai Havertz, because I think it actually makes sense to give it to him. But again, it also makes sense for I think Yaya Toure is not a bad choice. Ronaldo, like, you're just going to do it because of Ronaldo, right? David Neres also pretty nice too. That's actually like a really, really decent option to go with if you still have the Inform card, right? I think people wanted me to do this review, so this one they'll probably want even more, I would say. So it's a good thing we haven't done his review. But if you guys get that card, would probably be worth checking out for sure. So Kyle Walker, Malin, some of the attackers wouldn't be bad either. Like I said, Malin would actually be a really solid option. McAllister from the Inform, that's a waste of time because the evolution exists. If you didn't do that one, then it's cooked, right? Ribery from the base. You could do Ribery from the base. Probably not one I would go with personally. Palinha. Oh, you can improve Palinha. By the ways, not because of the memes with Palinha and me, but this card is actually so cheap for how he performs in game. I'm not even kidding. Like, he's actually a really, really solid CDM. Like, really solid. I wish they gave him the weak foot instead of the skill moves, but it is what it is, my dudes. It is what it is. Lamptey gets a card too. I mean, his physical is on the lower side. I mean, you can go that direction if you want, but it's going to be highly dependent, I think. A lot of options for this one, man. You could do it the Sergio Ramos card. I just said Sergio Gomez because I saw Gomez's card too. Sergio Ramos gets a card too. Higher acceleration with lower sprint speed, but stats have been improved on the card, so not bad there. How much does this card even cost? 235k, so he went up a little bit because of the evolution. Park, Gavi gets one. This is from the... Yeah, that's from the... This was the SBC card, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I remember because I think I did the review for both of those cards, actually. Kamara from the Player Moments that recently released as well. That's not bad. If you actually use those cards. Konate, Philippe Anderson, 4-star, 5-star for him. He does have 5-star, 5-star cards nowadays. Cancelo gets one. Rodrigo gets one. From what? Okay, so Inform, Club 99 shooting, and then... Okay, but this makes him 4-star, 4-star. Might as well go for the 5-star, 5-star card. But yeah, guys, there's going to be a ton of options, man. Like, there's going to be like a plethora of options. This card, if you did... hold on. No. It's this one. Yeah, and then... How does this work? I guess you wouldn't be able to do it for unleashing potential on him. It would have to be the other version. If it's the other version, cooked, because if you were going to do Musa, it has to be the other guy for sure. It would have been cooked, my boy. Ramirez gets one. Look at all... There's so many options, guys. Kessier, Bowen, Valverde. Is this from the Radioactive? Oh, I was about to say. I'm like, yo, from the Radioactive? That's kind of crazy, actually. Interesting. There really is going to be a lot of options to work with for sure, right? So if we go to Evolutions just on like Easy SBC, for instance, right? They can kind of show you some of the cards that you can potentially improve from here. So this is just like a one-off, right? Like you can see which ones are the one-offs here. So 85 to a 91, unleashing potential into skilled wing defense for Simicaz, making him way more usable for the meta of the gameplay. Trincao from the Inform gets a pretty significant improvement too. This card, you could probably just give him the engine chemistry style now. Right, to increase the dribbling to be as high as possible. And then as a sporting player, obviously it looks pretty solid too, right? If you wanted to go down that route. But there's going to be a lot, man. There's going to be options that we're definitely not going to super get into. But look, even Joshua Zirkzee gets one too. Look at this guy, right? So this one, you definitely have to be very careful with who you choose, right? Because there's a few options that could be very nice for specific people. Like if you're a Dutch guy and you've been making a Dutch team, Zirkzee is an incredibly cheap option that performs really well in game, right? For some reason, they gave him that juice for some reason, you know. Politano from the Inform, unleashing potential, Club 99 shooting, birthday magic, again puts another card in a really good spot too. What's great about this card is that for his left stick, you don't necessarily need to increase it, right? The dribbling is actually formatted very nicely on the card so that you can just give him the catalyst to work with really good pace, fantastic play styles, and you know, passing capabilities that are higher too, right? So that's actually really nuts too. So many crazy options, man, honestly. Like Dossary gets one with 5-star 5-star. See, we've now reached the point where the evolutions are juicing these cards like crazy. Philippe Anderson gets another one too. Tricky Ricardo, Club 99 shooting into unleashing potential, 5-star 5-star. Batshuayi even gets one too. What else we got here? There's going to be so many. Like, there's going to be many options. Many options. Because it's the whole, like, chained evolution with these cards, right? Like, you're getting insane players for the value, right? Like, look at this, right? From a rare gold Chelsea striker, crazy improvements, right? Crazy improvement. Baltimore gets one. So if you have any, like, club legends in your team, like, you're chilling, right? Arsonist gets one as well. Look at this. From the Inform card, look at the improvements on this thing. Really crazy. The usability on that card is really nuts. Laren for the Canadian people. Molina gets one as well. Interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. There's so many guys. Like, they even have like high meta ratings because they like, it's just the Club 99 shooting. Like, there's so many crazy ones you can do now. Look, Club 99 shooting for another Portuguese player, Angel Correa. Bro, don't tell me Correa has yet another card. If he has yet another card, we're cooked, boys. Can I not search the player? I was about to say. Correa. So not with the 5-star 5-star. Yeah, not with the 5-star 5-star. But you can technically do it for him too, eh? Secret stuff into Birthday Magic 2, unleashing potential. I will say though that giving him that first touch plus and finesse shot, whichever one is the finesse shot is super important, especially in this meta right now. I guess it's this one? No. I can't even see the version that I like the most. It was the one that I reviewed. The one that I reviewed was really solid. But yeah, guys, many options. So many, right? Like the fact that Ronaldo was trending just for the sake of it being Ronaldo is crazy to me because of the actual meta choices you can go with. So make sure you look into your evolutions. Make sure you look into your squad. This is a crazy evolution to really take a look at for those guys. It's +1s, but it makes a difference for some of these cards. Like I said, for Kai Havertz and stuff, it's really helpful. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.